Hi, I'm Mary Stetson of Stetson Real Estate, and I'm going to explain to you the paperwork that needs to be signed to put Stetson Real Estate to work for you. We generally send out this paperwork via DocuSign. The first set of documents are all about how we work with each other. The second set of documents are property-specific disclosures that are required by New York State. The New York State Fair Housing Disclosure is simply saying that no one can discriminate. Um, Stetson Real Estate cannot discriminate, and also you as a seller cannot discriminate. If you're feeling uneasy about certain types of people buying your home, then we may not be able to work with you. The next form is the New York State Agency Disclosure, which will go through how we're representing you as a seller and how we would deal with buyers that come in directly to us. The exclusive right to sell is the document, which is the agreement where there's a period of time where you've hired Stetson Real Estate to sell your property. The MLS coming soon authorization is stating that, even though we've signed the exclusive right to sell agreement, as soon as we decide to start working together, there can be a time that's required to prepare the house for sale. So the MLS coming soon authorization allows us to set that date and time in the future when the property will actually come available for sale to the public. The next set of documents are disclosure documents. If your house was built prior to 1978, there's a possibility that there was lead in the paint that was on your home. So we have a New York State lead paint disclosure where you basically say, most people just say, I have no reports and no records of whether it does or does not have lead paint in my home. And then the buyers have to assign that, okay, we've received this indication that you have no reports, and they can choose if they want to test the lead or not. Now, in my past, I've only had an issue with one house, and that's where the house was painted like in the 1960s and still never painted since. And the paint was actually like powdering off the walls. You could actually touch your finger to the wall and it would come off, the Tiffany blue that was popular in the 1960s. And that paint was tested to be lead paint. And the remedy was that you needed a clear paint job over it to encapsulate it, a new paint job. So that's the simple remedy, is a new paint job. And if you have recent paint and there is no like peeling, chipping going on, then you're probably fine. The New York State Property Disclosure Acknowledgement is stating that in New York, the sellers have to fill out a big long form. I'll go into this more detail in another video, but you have to fill out this form that details a lot of different things. Like, did you ever have water in your basement? Did you ever have an electrical problem? Did you ever have XYZ, a flood issue? And if you choose not to fill it out right now, you can pay a penalty of $500 and just not fill out the form. Starting March 20th of 2024, for anything that goes into contract March 20th, 24 or after, it's going to be required that you do fill it out. You won't have a choice. You can't just do the $500 opt-out option. That's the paperwork that needs to be signed, and that will be in your DocuSign. I will provide future videos that will go into the details of each individual form. Again, I'm Mary Stetson from Stetson Real Estate, and we're happy that you're choosing to work with Stetson.